And as the Nigerian population continues to increase, Nigerians are largely marginalized from governance, leaving them helpless to counter their continued exclusion. A non-partisan legal and advocacy group, Serap, called for a town hall meeting in promoting citizens' involvement in governance. Galaxy TV's Michael Iyang, who was at the event, tells us more.
Political participation is the cornerstone of every nation laying claims to true democracy. These include active participation in voting process, pensions to hold elected leaders accountable, and the determination to challenge our leaders and those in authorities when the right things are not being done. The Deputy Director of the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, Serap, Kolawole Uluwadare, who spoke to newsmen after the town hall meeting tagged promoting citizens' participation in governance, blames the government on its lack of transparency and accountability. He stresses the need to engage the people with knowledge-based discussions through the public institution with the aim to encourage and equip them for the right skills for good governance.
The aim is to encourage people, educate people, and also equip them with the right skills that they need to have to engage in effective advocacy towards good governance. And a key part of the message today, this part of critical conversation, is for citizens to know that participation in governance does not start and end every 4 years at the polls. It means that people participate in various governance processes, asking questions, holding government to account, and the like. So to young Nigerians, the advice will be for them to understand that advocacy for good governance cuts beyond what I've come to see as rather pedestrian sentiments of tribe, politics, and religion. Good governance cuts across all this. Yes, politics, elections are part of democracy, but advocacy for good governance and the benefit it brings is far much more important. So,
On the need to respect the rule of law and application of community effort in making sure citizens be a participant in governance, Dr. Bumi Afinomi, the guest speaker at the event and a senior lecturer, harps on the continuous processes of government and its short and long-term implications of the surging hardships over the country's socio-political landscape and the system of godfatherism in Nigeria's government and the problem of Nigerians' health against the masses, while urging the citizens to collaborate and speak as one voice.
There has been a kind of class divide, in Nigeria, where it always feels like it's the elite against the masses. In recent times, we're beginning to see that there are some things that are levelers, and at the end of the day, whether you're upper class, middle class, or lower class, we're all still Nigerians. So it's necessary, to just forget about all those divides, take action that cuts across those divides, because it's when we speak with one voice, with a united voice, that the government at any level will take us seriously.
Participants at the event calls for change, which they say begins with the masses, where citizens can hold the government accountable for governance and participate in the voting process. On the realization that Christians ought to be part of the government and that the Muslim ticket being criticized by the Tinubu Shatima administration does not matter. She urged everyone to involve in the issues concerning governance to bring about the desired change in Nigeria.
If you want to build anywhere or have organization from your church, you're supposed to be the organizer for them, to talk to them, to let them know the right and wrong things. Muslim does not matter. It's not we are talking about maybe religions. We are talking about our attitude, our ways to be. We talk about our way to God, your behaviors to other people. It's not by Muslim, no.
I think it's important that this kind of conversation is coming at this critical period in our nation, which talks basically on the role of citizens in good governance, what should be the role of the citizens in what is happening in our country, and then basically I think it's important that there are significant roles that citizens should also play in terms of if truly we want good governance to take place in Nigeria. So I think it's an interesting conversation that we had today.